Okay, hi guys. Welcome to another episode of Mike's Town Square. And just to let you know, I have been away for 2 weeks. Had some personal stuff to deal with, so we're back now. So it's like a hiatus that I took. So it's nice to see you guys again. Or you know, so as you know, my shtick is actually politics principally and a bit of culture. I wanted to touch on the what happened on the Akwa Ibom debacle of the past week with Miss Emerson and the air hostess and the, the switching of phone incident and the exposure that she got. There's a reason why I want to touch on that. Maybe it will reflect the Kwam 1 incident too and how it all relates to it, you know. But why Miss Emerson's part is important to touch on is that it shows how we see things and how we handle difficult situations. Now, the idea why people are told to switch off their phones is important. People note this. There are electromagnetic uh, radiations or waves, I think, that phone emits, is my understanding, and and it can interfere with the electromagnetic of the cockpit, the aircrafts, and and all that. So that it doesn't interfere with these electromagnetic uh, signals on the aircraft, you are advised to switch off or put it on flight mode. So it's actually better to switch off your phone so that it doesn't interfere with the aircraft and cause safety concerns like crashing and all that. Why I'm saying this is that because of this debacle now, the concept of safety has now been forgotten about, and now we are talking about behaviors and indecent exposures and security personnel. Now, in this incident, all three parties, because I think there are three parties that were involved in this: the passenger, the air hostess, and the security personnel, are all wrong. Because if you notice the level of crashes that have happened world over, it's probably, we don't know, people being stubborn on simple things that can save lives. Imagine if people don't switch off and have 20 phones on. Who knows what it could have led to in the crashes in recent times. But be that as it may, let us now look at what actually how it actually reflects on Miss Emerson as an individual. Now, it was a simple instruction that could save your life. You didn't take it. You got angry. What if that led to your death now? All you had to do was off your phone. Now, the air hostess, I think there should have been, or there would be standards when somebody refuses to switch off these phones. Instead, you could delay the flight and get your office to be involved in this, the mannerisms of the passenger and all that. So now you have two wrongs already. Now, the incident that now happened when they were alighting from the aircraft. Now, this is now humans just trying to how flawed we are. The incident was already over from what the eyewitness was saying. She didn't talk to her properly. She was triggered. At some point in people's life, you just have to be calm. Everybody cannot be your friend. Everybody cannot speak to you the way that makes you feel good. You still owe yourself the responsibility to manage yourself properly, conduct yourself in a gentleman manner, in a ladylike manner. Now, the one that pissed everybody off, I'm guessing, is where they dragged her and she was exposed. And now this is where is the security personnel. I expected somebody would have been able to talk her down and calm her down. We didn't see that, but she was extremely aggressive. So she getting all the supports now. You are now encouraging a whole lot of people to either not switch off their phones in an aircraft, either assault air hostesses and other aircrafts, and then the security personnel cannot do their jobs either by trying to get the person out of the aircraft or something. What does it say about our system? It means our personnel are not properly trained. It means our laws are all bent on social media. Why I'm relating this now is if Kwam One had been treated like, as the law says, and he was not a powerful guy, obviously, because he's powerful, people wouldn't have got, trended towards supporting Emerson now. So the support she's getting is that the musician was treated with kid gloves. You have to try and uphold or be seen to uphold the law judiciously, equally, equity. Now, there's no correct message in this. What you're saying now is that people can off or not off their phones. We will not put other passengers' lives at risk. One. Two, that the passenger, if they are not spoken to correctly, can assault an air hostess because she wasn't polite to them. That is wrong too. Three, now that security personnel, when somebody is threatening to damage an aircraft or assault them, will not respond. Why I'm saying this is that the Minister of Aviation there needs to be some kind of reform here. If it's proper training of the personnel, you do that. If the passengers need to watch a 5 minutes video before they board a helicopter or an aeroplane or whatever, then that should be done. But this whole debacle and the way it was handled by the authorities, there is no good, proper response from all parties. I'm saying this because of people are supporting the lady. She was wrong in every respect. All she has gained now is traction and she's trending. But what helped in her situation now is that she was dragged, she was treated inhumanely. It doesn't take away from what she did that is totally wrong, that should not be condoned, which is the same that applies with Kwam One. So I think the minister has a lot on his hands, and the airline should have proper training on their staff and find a way so that people can understand why switching off phones in an aircraft is important. It has cost lives. Because I'm getting the vibe now, like the woman who is trying to save your life is the one you're assaulting. She had no business getting involved with the quarrel. That's the air hostess. I mean, now she made a terrible mistake. She would have handled it maturely. So, all three parties, there is no right person in this thing, this whole debacle. None of them. The three parties, Emerson, air hostess, security personnel, are all wrong. So making it look like a trending thing and something to be proud about doesn't work for me. They are all wrong. So that is my shtick for this culture war that just happened recently. And my only concern is the safety of everybody on the flight, not just these three parties. So going forward, we hope that more reforms, because in every sector in this country, which is what we're preaching, need reforms. The ones that are technical, the ones that are professional, the ones that are, what's the word, behavioral. People should know what to do at the right time. Aggression, it's very aggressive. So we need to tone down this anger and rhetoric. That's all I can say about that. So I'm going to go back to what I like to talk about, which is politics in the next show. But I just thought I'd talk about this Ibom whole debacle. It's been terrible and it's quite shameful. So anyway, that's my take on it. You don't have to agree with me, it's a personal opinion. But I have flown too, so I know I would like to get to my destination safely. So if I'm advised to switch off my phone for an hour or so, I don't see the big deal in that. That is my take. But she wasn't treated fairly. She didn't treat the air hostess fairly either, and the air hostess didn't treat her fairly either. So it's all a mix-up of people not coming down to hear each other out. So it's all right though. So let's see how the minister handles this going forward. I'll see you guys on the next one, and you have a great day and a great week ahead. Bye bye.